crisis and the green energy talk are all scams. They're all scams. I mean, when you go back and you look through history, each climate disaster prediction failed. They say it's settled science, which is not. And they vilify deniers, right? They want to ridicule us and call us names. They want to say things like, well, carbon tax is the solution, when it's not. Here's a way to combat carbon and global warming. Plant more trees. Stop cutting down the trees, right? Why is green energy always so heavily subsidized if it works? We subsidize our own demise through the federal government. We need some people in this building that's gonna fight for stuff like stopping Lava Ridge and stopping these solar farms. And if I'm elected, that's one of the pledges and that's why I'm here today. I'm gonna be one of those that fight against this because I'm a nature guy. I love to hunt, I love to fish. I've been doing that my whole life. And one of the best places and one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen is this state of Idaho. And we can't build mines fast enough for what they call net zero. What is net zero? What is it? I'm gonna tell you exactly what net zero is. Net zero is a World Economic Forum globalist scheme to totally reduce our standard of living under a moniker of saving the planet from a truly non-existent climate emergency. Wind turbines require backup fossil fuel plants that continue to burn 90% of the time, making the wind turbines really largely unnecessary in essence. So the wind is just a show. How many of you out there really look at these wind turbines as you travel and really think that, hey, you know, that's beauty, that looks very good? No, it's an eyesore. It's an eyesore. You know, I traveled all over this country and I like to drive, and I actually drove out here from Virginia, and you pass a lot of these turbines and it's horrible. It is terribly horrible. So net zero is the salvation narrative of the proven secular religion of climate catastrophism. In the same way that COVID had nothing to do with health and everything to do with totalitarian control, net zero is about controlling every aspect of your life. With, again, saving the planet as the new excuse. It's a vain and futile attempt to stop the Earth warming at 1/500,000th of a degree per hour. And a failed attempt to prevent sea level rising at 1 foot per 100 years. All of us would be well gone before we have any, catastrophic rising of the sea. You know, and I always wonder, you have these, people that talk about sea rise. Why do they keep building condominiums in Miami Beach? Why do they keep building condominiums next to these ocean lines? You see them all the time, right? But we have a threat of the rising seas. So now, what I'm going to tell you about is the global warming, global freezing, climate change, climate crisis, net zero hoaxes and scams they've pulled over the last 58 years. 1966, they said oil will be gone in 10 years. Right? They said in 1967, dire famine forecast by 1975. We're all gonna be dead because we don't have enough food. 1968, overpopulation will spread worldwide. What they're doing now, though, they're fomenting it themselves because of open borders, right? Refugee resettlements, and especially in this country. In 1969, everyone will disappear in a cloud of blue stream by 1989. Here we are. The world will use up all of its natural resources by 2000. 1970 again, urban citizens will require gas masks by 1985. Well, they did sort of mask us, and was it 2019, 2020? They tried. I never wore one, but they did try to mask us, right? 1970 again. It was a lot of these things came out in the 70s. Nitrogen buildup will make all of the land unusable. 1970 again. Decaying pollution will kill all of the fish. 1970. Here's one that I remember, and it scared me as a child. Killer bees. 1970 again, we will have an ice age by 2020. 1970 again, America is subject to water rationing by 1974 and food rationing by 1980. You guys remember that? 1971, they had a new ice age coming again by 1920 by 2020 or 2030. They couldn't make up their minds which one it was. 1972, they updated that date, the new ice age, by 2070 now. In 1972, all of the oil will be depleted in 20 years. 1974, space satellites show the new ice age is coming fast. 1974, yet another ice age. All before global warming, right? So you see where we're going with this, right? 1974, here it is. Here's the change. The ozone depletion, a great peril to life. Everybody's gonna burn up because of ozone. 1976, scientific consensus, planet cooling, famine imminent. 1977, the Department of Energy says oil will peak in the 90s. 1978, no end in sight to 30-year cooling trend. So we're still on the cooling trend. 1980, here's one. Acid rain kills all the life in the lakes. 1980, peak oil in 2000. So they just keep going on and on with the fear, right? 1988, temperatures in DC will hit record highs. 1989, rising sea levels will obliterate nations if nothing done by 2000. 1989, New York City's West Side Highway will be underwater by 2019, and it's still not. 2000, children won't know what snow is. All you gotta do is go to the mountains here, right? 2002, famine in 10 years. If we don't give up eating fish, meat, and dairy. 2004, Britain will be Siberia by 2024. 2006, super hurricanes. 2008, climate genius Al Gore predicts ice-free Arctic by 2013. I just came from Alaska, and there's a whole lot of ice still up there. 2009, climate genius Al Gore moves 2013 prediction of the free ice Arctic to 2015. So as you see, it's all about fear, and it's all about making money. It's all about taking the taxpayers' dollars. We are the carbon that they want to eliminate. And we are funding our own demise. Zero carbon means zero life, and I hope you're getting the picture now and spread the word. So thank you very much. Continue to vote for representatives that's going to fight for this world, going to fight for the public lands, and we really need to get the federal government out of Idaho, off of the public lands. We need to take this land back. Thank you very much.
we're the ones that's going to stop it. We're going to be the ones that are stopping it. They're not going to send someone to save us. We are going to be the ones saving ourselves. And they're not going to have the passion that we have because they don't really understand the beauty. They don't understand the gem state, how beautiful we are. They're stealing from you guys to put these up. And then they turn around and they're going to give you crumbs, saying, oh, look what I'm going to give to the schools. Look what I'm going to do here. Look what I'm going to give you money over here. We're going to help with that. I call that the Stalin tactic. You know, that when Stalin took the rooster, plucked all the feathers out of the rooster, and then said, watch this, gave it some crumbs, and it clinged to its leg. That's what they're doing here. They're going to pluck us to death. They're going to give us a few crumbs, and then we're going to cling to them. Let's not pass this on to our children. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and know that 100% in my seat or out of my seat.